Fourth sack of the game for the Houston D. Herbert steps up, throws it in the air, catch made, McConkey breaking away. McConkey takes it all the way for the touchdown. 86 yards.
Seahawks load the line and bring pressure. Rodgers has it picked off by Leonard Williams. Just the second interception of the Big Cat's career. And is he going to take it to the house? His old house. He sure is. A pick six. And he flips the game on a huge play. They got to keep putting the ball in the air downfield. Off he goes. Aaron Jones. And what a lightning strike for the Vikings.
Darnell Mooney one-on-one at the bottom.
Cousins looks right, has a man, touchdown, Drake London. The entire way down the field.
There wasn't in here. Darius Slay, he gets fooled, but he's got his eyes more on Cousins.
London flanked outside. Going for it. Fired over the middle. Intercepted at the 35-yard line. Levante David. The heart and soul of that defense comes up with the play.
Third and 4. Lawrence in trouble, and he is sacked. Josh Sweat with the sack.
A look here at this. This is just a power rush. Walker Little.
And Montgomery's back in the backfield. Fake. Goff. Pressure. In trouble. Throw. Oh! He caught it. Touchdown, Laporta.
Look at that outstretched arms. What a catch.
You happen to see.
That gets you the 15. It wasn't inside the opening. This is the speedy man. Xavier Worthy, the fastest man to the end zone right away. His first touch, a Kansas City touchdown. Oh, man.
Golly.
Block intercepted, picked off by Jesse Bates, and Bates will take it all the way for a Falcons touchdown. There is a flag down on the far side of the field.
Good time to the end zone. Got it! Smith, touchdown! The Dolphins win!
Run the football and try to get some breathing room.
Last time they were down here, it ended with a safety. Boy, Charbonnet, did he get out?
I don't think so. Zach Allen, who has just had a day, working to the inside. Look, they tried play action. They got beat. This time, Tomlinson gets beat again by Zach Allen. And, the question, does the ball...
2nd and 4, staying on the ground to Cook. Nice cut. Cook taken off. He actually almost got stopped, but he's gone home for the touchdown. They almost grabbed him by the hair. Here's the hair pull. 41 yards for Cook.
They've been able to pick it up quickly, and it's been really, really tough for the Giants offensively.
Bunch formation to the right. Oh, wow! Ginkle, touchdown! Wow! Andrew Van Ginkel with the interception. And he
A chance to get into that open hole.
Stroud, pressure again, loses the ball.
Right here, that left guard, he's got to be able to match up tonight. Tough task. Quinnen Williams been coming on in recent weeks.
Mixon had that hip drop tackle in week 2 against Chicago. Give Akers. Cuts to the outside for the touchdown.
And then watch the back move here, and that's the fullback who's really the tight end, Dalton Schultz.
Stafford across for Williams. Oh! Somersaults in to the end zone to get Los Angeles on the board.
run stopper, and you get him in space like that. What do we say about McVay? He's in his bag right now.
25 of 35, 290 yards and 4 touchdowns. Well, the football was loose. It's picked up. Gonzalez on the scoop, and now it's a foot race. Gonzalez in for the touchdown.
All he does is win. 2nd and 8. Burrow has to eat it. Cameron Hayward has had a field day in his career against Cincinnati.
Incompletion or a touchdown.
Can Cleveland answer? They try with Judy. They got him. He's going the other way. Touchdown as the Browns and Broncos trade blows. Wow. 70 yards to the former Bronco, Jerry Judy.
Motion man, Whiteheart, the tight end. Winston steps up. Winston downfield. End zone. On his knees. Intercepted by McDuffie.
Moving on the field is an interception. Kansas City's ball. He's got to find an open guy. They're going to have to work to get open.
Again, 4-man rush. Williams going to be sacked again. It's Rashawn Gary. Back-to-back sacks for this Packers D at the most critical time.
Gary here at the top of the screen going on Jones, and that is a power rush from an explosive man. They need him to step up. He's their best rusher. He's the most explosive.
Prescott throws, crossing, it's caught for the touchdown! It's Tolbert! Stays in the game and grabs it for the score!
2nd and 6. Minshew. No chance. That's Mack. It's Mack with a little bit of help also. Ofonia.
Joe Burrow, 2nd down and 10. They bring the linebackers going deep. He's looking for Higgins, who makes the catch. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. And Burrow with the ball. 1st and goal. End zone caught. Higgins, touchdown, Bengals win, and they are alive in the payoff race.
Most scrimmage yards in the NFL from all rookies, but DeVito is sacked for the 3rd time this half. Vita Vea leading the charge.
How powerful they are. I want you guys to keep your eyes on Vita Vea throughout this entire snap and see what he does to this Giants offensive line. Just drives over and runs a guy over against his will.
They break off excellent chunks of yardage.
Line of scrimmage is the 9. Rush coming. Jackson, dump off. Catches made by Likely. And the ball jarred loose. Steelers jump on top of it. Patrick Queen.
It's just one of those where you chalk it up as a miss and move on.
Yeah, this Cowboys offense has looked good so far, but 2 missed field goals. Dowdle charges ahead for 6 yards. Stopped by Bobby Wagner, and the Commanders are saying they have the ball here. They're saying so emphatically as if Wagner just simply took it away. Well, Washington's into the celebration. I don't know if we've seen an official signal, but the defense is down in the end zone partying.
Doing a great job selling this.
They've seen more. 9 starts over his career. Toss McCaffrey, good acceleration into the secondary. McCaffrey still on his feet at the 30 and down at the 28. It's a pickup of 20 for Christian McCaffrey.
You get all those different looks going with a new offensive line, and you go, oh, are we going to know exactly what to do?
Off play action. Stepping up. Launching downfield. And it is caught! Twisting, turning, touchdown, Jefferson. Minnesota's back in front.
Aggressive you want to be. They're right on the ball. 1 timeout. Got to get something down the field.
Love, it's picked up. Now rolling out for the first time, and he throws an interception. It's picked off all the way down, and scoring for the Lions. It's Joseph. Maybe the first time we've seen the injury for Jordan Love, and Kirby Joseph has a pick 6.
Smith in the slot, Brown wide right. And a little trickery here, but nothing doing. Boy, was that smelled out perfectly that time. He's about Frankie Louvu.
Louvu, you'll see, but you'd love to see Barkley take a few more steps to draw the defense to him.
Ty Davis-Price going to get his first shot in the NFL here. He's got the handoff, and the former LSU Tiger gets a yard. We check in again with Carissa.
Take it to him. Love, deep drop, deep throw. 3 Rams are down there, but it's caught by the Packers.
Neighbors split out wide to the left, top of your screen. Jones on 3rd down, looking end zone, throws, it's Neighbors. Touchdown.
Let's see the feet, Kenny, first. 1 down, 2 down, touchdown.
Bobbled, intercepted, picked off Ramsey, got it. Coleman couldn't hold on. And Miami stops the Bills in their track.
You know, you need your speed guys on the field, but you need your big guys as well to deal with this running attack. Murray feels the pocket start to muddy over the middle and completes to the tight end.
Boy.
McBride still going. Trey McBride putting it all on display in a dazzling 17.
4th and 1.
Anarumo saying, get over the top of Sutton.
Burden the block. And Nix will throw it. It is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown. Mims got the ball.
Expect some type of Hail Mary play here by the Titans. But Hines Allen buries Levis, and the ball comes out.
Latham just beat completely.
Let him go climb the ladder.
5-inch advantage there on Taylor. And a big play to keep this drive going. Now it's Bijan Robinson. Hits the hole. Stays on his feet. Speeds down the sideline to the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. In a flash from 37 yards.
But Ken Lawrence get them into the end zone. Puts a man under it. Far side. He's got Thomas wide open. Thomas. Touchdown.
Third and 16. Mahomes rolling out. Looking. Firing. Intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. Gets a block. DeJean is in. Touchdown. Vikings minus Blake Cashman tonight. He's hurt. Leads the team in tackles. Meanwhile, Stafford chased, escapes, fires, caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp. Still early in the first quarter. To the outside he goes. Mixon bouncing off tackles, running through tackles all the way to the 11-yard line. Murray. Oh, it's picked off. Bosa's got it. Nick Bosa makes a move. And he's taken down at the 40. Herbert throws, caught, touchdown. Darius Davis.
This is all Justin Herbert. With that gimpy ankle, he gets hit by Zach Allen. I think he was thinking about throwing this ball away, and at the last minute, he locates his open receiver and makes this throw to Darius Davis. What a gutty effort.
3rd and 7. Mayfield in trouble. Breaks free from one, but he can't get away from the second. He did it again. A high five for Aiden Hutchinson. His 5th sack of the day.
Looks like they're going to play shell coverage.
L.A. called that timeout. 4th down and 12. And a throw by Cousins. Intercepted. Number 4 today. And Derwin James will seal the win for the Chargers.
Team high 5 tackles for Quentin. Darnold balls out. Picked up by Verse. Off to the races. And gone for the touchdown.
It's 2nd and goal. End zone shot for the lead. It's McLaurin. He's got it.
Washington is in front.
Up top, this has been the matchup all game long. Go up, eat up the space. He took away the slant with the inside technique.
So third down and 15, play clock down to 2. Winston's in trouble, and Hamilton takes him down. He lost the football. There's a scramble for it. And the Ravens have recovered.
It's a long way back right there.
It is. Here's Mayfield. 3-man rush. Steps away, looking, going to take a shot deep to the field. He's got a man. Is he in? He is! It's a touchdown for McMillan! He and Zach Ball said they've talked about it a lot. Guys that were in the league for 4 or 5 years that played nothing but special teams. Now getting a big roll. Daniels going deep to the end zone. It is! Is it picked? It is! Intercepted by Quinyon Mitchell. His first NFL interception.
Look at all the defenders up by the line of scrimmage. Williams is hit, and the ball is out. Picked up by Cashman. Knocked down at the 39.
Nor should he, but they give no help to the rookie left tackle, and he pays dirt with it.
Recovered in the end zone, 20. It goes back 1st and 10 to a Tundra by Loa. Armstead the block, and he's going deep. He's caught Hill. Foot race, driving. That is 6. Oh, he's a ghost! 80-yard touchdown!
Pointed out the weight landing on the back of his legs.
3rd and 5, messy pocket, look out! Anderson knocked it away. That ball is alive! And it's recovered by Settle. Fumble by Tua.
From behind, getting the sack, fumble, forced fumble, giving the Texans great field position.
They've got to shore up the offensive line, and they've got to be able to develop something downfield in the passing game out at the receiver position.
Blockers ahead for Mason. Got around the edge, rode those blocks into the open field and got tripped up from behind by Peppers, who saved the touchdown with that diving tackle.
3 tight ends. Baker Mayfield end zone. High, one-handed, hauled in, and that's a touchdown for Mike Evans. It's a Buck score on a terrific catch from an outstanding talent.
Rams have it at the 43. Aaron Williams lost the football. It's loose. The Eagles have it. It's into the hands of Isaiah Rodgers. Down the sideline, Rodgers. 1st and goal, Philly at the 10.
Cook in motion. Josh Allen said they're good. Allen zips it to his left. Shakir dancing to the 5. Spins toward the goal line. Dives forward. Touchdown, Bills.
Stafford, play fake. Looking, launching. It is the corner. Did he stay in? Oh, he did. How on earth did he catch that and stay?
Earlier tonight, Chiefs take over. 2 timeouts to the Buck 50. Mahomes hit as he threw, and was it scooped by Smith? Ruled a pick for the moment at midfield for Roquan Smith.
Why don't you smile more out there? I get locked in. I am becoming more aware of where the camera is at all times. Deep shot. Stroud. Nico Collins is gone. Touchdown. Houston. 67.
You can hit some quick hitters or use the run game or quarterback run game.
They set up Mitchell. It's going to be a double pass. And that one is intercepted. Oh. It's Bonito.
This crowd pleading with Andy Reid to throw the challenge flag, but he won't. Murray coming on a blitz now, and wide open. It's Kelsey. Breaks the tackle. Still going. Travis Kelsey. Down near the 6.
Impressive to watch that turnaround, and they are rolling.
2nd and 9. And the ball comes out this time. It was Parsons who forced it, and the Cowboys recover at the 5-yard line.
Welcome back, Mr. Parsons, and he is making himself felt on that football field. And
Prescott protected, throws. CD got the toes down, ruled a catch at the 47-yard line. Big time.
Woody Johnson in his owner's box here in Glendale. Just wondering what's going through his mind. Rodgers blown up again, and it's Buddha Baker. Baker bringing this offense to its knees.
They got two solid tight ends, and Kraft has really come into his own this year, which was necessary with the injury to Musgrave.
More Jacobs right side. What a drive. Jacobs. He's out of bounds inside the 5.
Even gets the contact.
Little stiff arm for Tyrann Mathieu on top of it.
No timeouts. Texans need about 13 yards to get in Fairbairn's range. Stroud had the first look taken away. Throws on the run for Collins. Held it against his breastplate. Is it going to be ruled control? Yes. They say at the 36. Kind of almost deflected it.
Windows than just about anybody in the NFL as well. Pressure coming on 3rd and 10. Picked up enough to give him time to find George Kittle. Oh, amongst so many bodies, he ripped it away. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle just wanted it more.
To his Packers fans.
He's had runs of 16 and 9 on this drive. 2nd down, 1. Darnold. Again deep and picked off. Intercepted. For a 4th time in 4 games, McKinney does it again.
That is no real weaknesses to go with Jalen Hurts.
2nd down and 7. Hurts with time. Lofts it over the top. Brown's got it. Here goes A.J. Brown. Blinding speed. Brown. Touchdown. 67 yards.
They played together at OU, Mayfield and Shepard, and that's the first catch by a wide receiver in the game for the Bucs. Here's White, left side, stutter step, gets a block and a touchdown.
But you're going to watch Tristan Wirfs, how he comes in and he helps kind of create the lane. Good patience by Rachaad White, but it's Wirfs who gives the kick out on McDuffie.
On 1st down, Jahmyr Gibbs with an opening, and Gibbs with great speed down the sideline. Jahmyr Gibbs, 1 man to beat. He'll beat him. Touchdown.
1:42 and 2 timeouts for a Jacksonville offense that has really struggled in the first half. And ETN couldn't hold on to it. Did Bond pick it? Yes, he does. Zach Bond with the interception.
It's a 2nd down and 9. Look out, here they come. Hunter knocked it away and vacuumed in by Edwards. Turnover.
Going deep. And can he one-hand it for the flag thrown at the end of the play? Brock Bowers pulling it in. I mean, the one-handed catch.
First out is Barkley on the right side. Barkley. And into a wall of Chiefs after picking up 3 on that carry.
Potentially getting the pressure look. Jackson, Crosby's there, and Max Crosby's got him. Crosby just crashed across the line of scrimmage for his 2nd sack of the year.
So here you go.
He's gotten hit throughout the rest of the game, and it's hurting more now.
Comes down to 1 last play. And it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh, my goodness! This town is going crazy. Here's a 3rd and 17. The pass. Complete! St. Brown slips through a tackle. Inside the 20 to the 10. What a play on 3rd and 17. The Lions are back in.
The lower leg area, and Maddox comes in and makes a huge play. Now the Eagles get it back. We're going to run some clock, or maybe throw the dagger. Hurts going deep for it all. Devontae Smith! He has got it! Touchdown!
Houston will win a 2nd consecutive AFC South title. Miami needs to win and get help. Here's a long pass, looking for Hill, and it's picked off. It's intercepted. Stingley's done it again. Stingley has done it again.
Just 1 for 6 on third downs with a flag down. Here come the Giants defense. Thibodeau with the sack. Lawrence back there as well. And let's see what the penalty marker is.
His offense 2 out of 3 on third down so far. Looks like maybe facing pressure. 49ers back out of it. Brissett given time over the middle. He gets picked off by Warner. Fred Warner climbs the ladder to get it. And now he sprints down the sideline. Inside the 10. He won't be denied. Touchdown, San Francisco.
He has been excellent in the red zone, and they've been good again tonight. Seattle's got to make a stop.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to throw it back to Goff. Who had that on the bingo card? Touchdown Lions.
4 for 11 today on third down. Ritter, pressure comes and down he goes. It's Hendrickson again.
Speed to power. You're worried about the speed, and then he switches to power. And that's what it looks like. Just Trey Hendrickson is such a challenge off the edge.
Again, as these young quarterbacks continue to play, they should get better and better. Still don't love all these rookie quarterbacks.
Amon-Ra St. Brown with a lateral to Benet Stool, who's diving for the end zone. There's a flag.
Just unbelievable athleticism. I don't love his ball security. Let me say that. But they are having fun.
Fake it. In trouble. Ball is out. Jackson nearly fell on it. It's still loose at the bottom of that pile. The pressure came from Chris Jones.
Pressure off the edge. Watt returns the favor.
Play action. Minshew looking. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Pat Surtain on the run. Nobody's going to catch him. Surtain going all the way for a Denver touchdown.
And his impact so far on the Viking defense. 2nd down 9. Darnold getting messy, going deep, and he's got Jefferson. He's got Jefferson. It's a foot race downfield with Brown. Shifting gears. Getting a block. That's 6. 97 yards. Holy smokes.
From 57, it's blocked. Blocked by Myles Garrett. Wow. And it's taken back all the way by the former Eagle, Rodney McLeod. What a turn of events.
Here goes Henry up a big running game against Dallas. Derrick Henry on the run. Hamlin and Lewis chasing at the 40, at the 30. He will score.
And we've barely played 8 minutes. Burrow, pocket collapses. Burrow stumbling and just masterfully gets it to Higgins. Just otherworldly from Burrow.
Off the ground when he threw the pass. Touchdown.
Well, it was so close on whether or not he got this ball out before he.
Mahomes steps up, throws, and he got it. Touchdown, Kelsey.
Panthers rush 4. Burrow has lots of time, and there's Jamar Chase with the catch. Breaking tackles. Chase down the sidelines. Panthers chasing Chase. They won't catch him. 63 yards, pinballing off tacklers to give the Bengals the lead.
85% of the targets to Shakir completed. This is behind Cooper, who brought it in, pitched it back to Allen, who's going to go to the goal line and get in! No! Spectacular touchdown!
Oh my goodness! That didn't just happen.
Come
Come on. That'll get you through surgery.
Justice Hill is the back. Likely in motion. He bobbles it. Scoops it in. Vacuums it home. Here comes Hubbard. Oh, he threw him away like a rag doll. And he throws in the end zone. Caught! Caught for a touchdown! Caught for a touchdown by Likely! Absolutely amazing! How in the world did he keep it together and then find the open receiver?
3rd and 6 for Philadelphia. Hurts has time. Now locates Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down. Chipping up in the air to the 30. A gain of 14 for Barkley.
Out of moves right here. Makes the first guy miss. The spin move at the last second.
Bro.
And then, what, Tiki, you're right. What is that?
Bro.